Hello everybody and welcome to my 10th Excel 2010 VBA tutorial, and this tutorial is going to show you how to use date variables. So they're similar to normal variables, we just declare them in the same way. So I'm going to just declare a variable called myDate and then you declare it as a date. Um, Now there's an important thing to remember about dates, and if you've used Excel quite a lot then you probably know this anyway, but dates in VBA and Excel aren't stored as how you traditionally write them. So let's say we're going to write them as 12th of the 2nd 2013. So today's date um, in uh, in UK format. Um, so this for VBA, this isn't a date. This actual date is um, is worked out as a number of days since the 1st of the 1st 1900. So if I switch out into Excel, I've got a few dates here. So I've got tomorrow, I've got 30 days down the line, and then I've also got a time today. So if you might have seen this before, so if I just switch these out to general format, and you see that they're not actually being stored in Excel as those formats. They're being stored in Excel as these time serial numbers. So this number here is the number of days from the 1st of the 1st 1900. Tomorrow is just that number plus 1, because tomorrow there's going to be one more day since 1900. 30 days down the line, so it's going to be that many days plus 30. Times are a little bit different, so times still use the same method of number of days since 1st of the 1st 1900. Except instead of having um, instead of having just being a whole number, which just shows the date, it's got a decimal point in as well. So 0.25, and what that means is 0.25 of the day. So that's going to take us through to 6 o'clock. If we say we changed it to 0.5 and then looked at this in date format, and then this is going to come through, and date format isn't what I wanted. I wanted date and time. So let's just find that, date and time. So that's going to show 12 o'clock today. If you wanted to skip out that bit, and you just have a time and you don't have a date, then it's going to be based off of the one from 1900. So if we go into general, it's that literally just 0.5. So it shows up as 0.5 of a day. So that's how you'd represent 12 o'clock. So this is an important concept to remember, because once you understand this, it becomes really, really easy to work with all of your date variables. So let's say we've got today's date. We want to find out what tomorrow's date is. Well, all we need to do is just add 1 to the value of date. So it gets very, very simple. So how do we actually assign values to this? So, well, we've already established that we're not going to write it just as you would with a normal date. So we're not going to write it like this. But we are going to do it in a very similar way to this. So we could just put that in, but then as you notice it's expanded it out, and what Excel is actually thinking this is doing is it's saying 12 divided by 2 divided by 2013. And that's going to give us a time of something like 4 o'clock in the morning or something, or 4 minutes in the morning. So it's going to give us a really, really small number. So what you just need to do is you need to put in some hashtags, and then what these say are, okay, I am putting in a date now. Get ready for the date of your life. And then it lets you put in your date. You can then use this date however you want. So if let's put it into this cell down here. So A3. So this workbook dot sheets sheet 1 dot range A3 dot value equals my dates. Let's press play on this. Switch back. And then you notice that it's put in 2nd of the 12th, 2013. Now, I wanted today's date. I wanted 12th of the 2nd. So this is kind of a one of the biggest flaws of Excel. It's fine for you guys over in America, but for us guys over here that have all our Excel set up so that it formats it as uh, kind of uh, day, month, year, it's actually going to take it as month, day, year in the American format. So that's really important to remember. Whenever you're putting it in like this, it's always in the American format. Um, so second 12, so second month, 12 day, 2013. And then when we press play on this, and we come back into here, it's going to have switched it back into whatever format you have your Excel set up to. Um, so that's a really important one to remember. There's really no way around it. If you can try searching around on your computer, you're not going to get anywhere. It's set as a standard part of VBA. Um, if anyone does know a way, then please, please, please let me know. But my experience has been that I've never found anyone who's known how to fix it. Um, so just keep your dates in American when you write them in like that. Um, so what can we do now? So we don't want to just take a date and put it in our thing. So how do we work with these dates? So we can now put in, so let's say my date equals my date plus 1. So we can do really simple mathematics. And if you remember, it's a time serial. Giving it plus 1, it's just going to add 1 onto the day. So it's going to show us what tomorrow is. So let's press play. Go into here. So this is showing 13th of the 2nd, 2013. So that's how you do tomorrow. You can do any number of days. And similarly, if you want to do times, then just do 0.5, or so add half a day. Or if you want to do an hour, then it would be 1/24th, which would be around about 0.039 or something like that. You'd be able to work it out more actually. You could just put 1/24. And that would give you an extra hour.